And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Formation for these receivers. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They go to the ground, and he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload their roster. And they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
To throw, it's Lowry. He tries to take the top off. Able to make the grab, but could not keep the feet in bounds. It's incomplete.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick catch on 3rd down. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Finds some fresh air. He's inside the 10. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They'll move the tight end. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the run, still looking. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it along the sideline. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lost the throw again. Got the back over the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants the pass. He's got his man. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Guys as the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Let's go!
He wants to throw it. It's caught.
I tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kentucky going quickly. On the ground, it's Patterson. Got enough for the push. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Grab behind the line, it's Patterson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. To the air, it's Lowry. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Working that left side now. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Got it in the middle. It's Tyler. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time. Right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Grab in the backfield. It's Provo. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. And fires complete. At the 35, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle. It's Gilmore. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He's up to 55 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted to stop the threat.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not a good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit. The defense able to come up with a big play.
Caught over the middle. It's Tyler. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Pressure coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. Wilson will throw. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Duke. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Bauer. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play and they'll mark him down at the 28. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Hines is tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line gets set. First down. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Quarterback extends the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open. It looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving. And he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do a lot.
Lost the fire on second down. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
To the air, it's Loud. Big guy smells it. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll keep it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Wilson to pass. Does the short pass to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Near the sticks, it's Provo. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Man, what a finish we could have tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Wilson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tyler. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Wilson to pass. With the catch, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is 3rd down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two team's about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Here comes the offense on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel. Find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead here in the fourth. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 25 over Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Wilson will throw. Quarterback moving. He'll throw it. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for space. Patterson blasts his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting to the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Buys a little time with his feet. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. He's still on his feet. He's loose. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long. They're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Lowry. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough for the first down. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wilson to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Jab over the middle. It's well. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's taking the lead shot. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.